This is the true story of Otta Benga, a teenage boy who was taken from his homeland in Central Africa, caged in the zoo and displayed as an animal. Benga was born in 1883 in the Ituri forest in Congo, precisely what is now known as the Democratic Republic of Congo. He was born into the Mbuti Pygmy colony, one of the many small bands of extended family groups of between 15 to 20 people. These colonies were nomadic, moving from one temporary village or camp to another as dictated by the seasons and hunting's opportunity throughout the year. At the 1885 Berlin Conference that partitioned Africa, King Leopold II of Belgium was allowed to take possession of the Congo Free State. In order to make his possession profitable, Leopold began to exploit the region's resources, including rubber, and imposed forced labor on the inhabitants, including the Mbuti Pygmies, which often were reinforced by beatings, amputations, and murder. When Benga, a teenage boy, returned from an elephant hunt and found his entire family and village had been slaughtered by a force public, the private army of King Leopold, created to enforce rubber production quotas, Benga, now alone and defenseless, was kidnapped by slave traders and put to work as a laborer in an agricultural village. In 1904, Benga was freed by an American missionary and amateur anthropologist, Samuel Phillips Venner, who was under contract from the Louisiana Purchase Exposition to bring back pygmies to be part of a human exhibition at the fair. Venner found Benga and negotiated his release from the slave traders for a pound of salt and a bolt of cloth. Venner recruited other Africans for the exhibit as well, and the group was brought to St. Louis in June 1904. The Africans were displayed, and Otta Benga became a particularly popular performer who attracted huge crowds. On exhibit at the same time was the Apache chief Geronimo. The two became friends for his efforts. Venner was awarded a gold medal in the anthropology at the close of the expedition. Venner and Benga returned to Central Africa at the end of the exposition, but Benga, feeling he no longer belonged, chose to come back with the anthropologist to the United States in 1906. Venner took Benga to the Bronx Zoo, where he was initially hired to help with the animals. Zoo officials, however, began to exhibit him in the monkey house, where again he attracted large crowds. While Benga proved a popular attraction, a group of black New York clergymen led by Reverend James Gordon demanded that he be freed by the end of 1906. 23-year-old Benga was released to the custody of Reverend Gordon, who placed him in the New York City's Howard Colored Orphan Asylum. In 1910, Gordon arranged for Benga to relocate to Lynchburg, Virginia, where he received formal schooling and religious training for the first time. Benga began working at a local tobacco factory to pay for his journey back to Central Africa. By 1914, however, World War I began and severely limited passenger ship travel. On March 20th, 1916, most likely overcome with depression and heartbreak, Otta Benga committed suicide in Lynchburg, Virginia. He was about 33 years of age at the time of his death. May his soul rest in peace.